the Ashanti Regional Minister for Ashanti Region, the Regional Minister loved by a lot, and Obrembaum, Honorable Dr. Frank Amwakoyene.
The Honorable Minister for Education, distinguished leaders of the organized labor, the regional executives of the Trade Unions Congress, the Honorable Mayor for Kumasi, captains of industry, members of the RECSEC, invited guests, gallant workers of the Ashanti region and Ghana for that matter, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen, let me check my time and be sure. Good morning. Today is a happy day for workers, and it is for a very good reason. Because over the years, you have been the pillar and the backbone for our economic success. No government, and I mean no government, will be able to tout their achievements without records to organized labor. I saw a lot of placards in relation to your concern. And thankfully today we have one of the experienced cabinet ministers with us, the Minister for Education. Let's put our hands together for him, who opted to join us today and also to see for himself not only the issues that concern with education, but like the issues that borders on the performance of the various industry players. He's the Minister for Employment before, he's the Minister for Trade before, he's been Minister for Labor Relations. So most definitely, I'm sure majority of your concerns, beyond what I will carry forward, will be carried forward to Cabinet and ensure that same are resolved. We also want to put on record that the placards you display, the concerns you raise, these are the reforms we need to be a better version of a government and to serve the good people of Ghana well. He actually appreciates the feedback and the concerns. And I can say without any fear of contradiction that all the major reforms we have had in our trade and industry have come from the feedback TUC and organized labor has served to government. So I want, on behalf of His Excellency the President, please review all that our doors are always open. All these challenges and new ones that may come up, do not hesitate. Don't wait until you punish us after 4 years. Because if you waste your time for 4 years, you are wasting your lifespan. As the problems come up, let us have it, let us solve it, so that we can build a better country and can build a better industry for the generation unborn. Again, let me also mention that the Minister for Education is a trade person, a union person, and a strong activist for that matter. I remember when I was being introduced, the MC spent time mentioning all my student activism and all that. He's also a former Looks president. He's been on demonstrations before. He's led unions. He feels how the pain is when you're a union leader and your members are suffering. So most definitely with the item that has been mentioned here, teacher that where I heard and I saw a flyer on that. The teachers unions are here. And the allowances, transfer allowances among others. He's taking it in good faith, and I want to add my voice to the assurance that has been given already in that regard. Honorable Minister, union members, and people gathered here, the tenet of every sensitive government is the ability to pay attention to the feedback from the populace, and also to be transparent and accountable in that regard, and more often to be empathic and be able to intervene accordingly. We cannot stand here and talk about industry without having to address the power crisis that has bedeviled the industry and that sector. And I'm glad to announce that just this morning, the Secretary Minister, the Minister for Energy and Green Transition, has made an announcement that the 5th turbine or the 5th generation unit has been restored at Akosombo, and we are left with only 1 unit to be restored. So NECO, ERA, ECG, we know you are all here and you are all part of TUC. So the concern fiduciary has been shown to government. Definitely ministers cannot solve this. We will depend on you to solve it. And when you solve it, we have the onus to recognizing your hard work and making sure that same is acknowledged. Because if you relate back to the kind of damage that occurred at the coast of Boom, and you have engineers being on their feet to resolve same within a matter of days, then it should tell you that we have all the homegrown solutions to our problems. So we want to put it once again together for ECD, MENCO, VRA, Green Code for their swift intervention in that regard. We also want to, on behalf of the sector minister, indicate that all the necessary expansion that is required in the energy sector to make sure that we are able to serve the increasing demand on our electricity, that installation is well done. So I want to tell you that at Kumasi, at the generation point, there is much work ongoing there to make sure we boost the production and also be able to boost the transmission. All the way on the Kwame enclave, there is also an upgrade work going on that enclave. The Ashanti Regional area, i.e. Agogo, Konongo, and then Janso, we are also having some expansion works ongoing. The Kumasi and the Ashanti enclave. Equally, we have received concerns from your areas. The ECDMD was here, and we have tabled same before them, and they have begun some expansion works within that enclave to be able to stabilize power. Beyond that, there's never been a government on the can. It's most definitely what is important is the willingness of the government to accept that what they will come. At the end of the day, it means the bank is not willing to pay. So yes, we take cognizance of the fact that all your outstanding payments needs to be paid so that you are able to go about your duty and help us build Managana. So I want to assure you on behalf of His Excellency the President that he acknowledges all the constraints and most definitely steps have been taken to make sure that workers and for that matter, the workforce of this country will receive your salaries and your allowances that is due you to keep you motivated in working for the country and for that matter, humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished after here, we want to assure you that government beyond the macroeconomic stability, we are also interested in making sure that decent jobs are provided. And for that matter, our brothers and sisters will not have to be at home for over 5 years before they are military engaged. So as rightly articulated by the Secretary of the TUC, we want to assure you that we are keeping our eyes on the unemployment data. That is the only evidence-based means of making sure you hold the government accountable and also making us sure that our interventions are working. i.e. through skill training, through entrepreneurship investment, through the NEIP, among others, we are going to make sure we provide alternate employment avenues for the youth in order that we are able to bring down the unemployment rates. Today, I am also pleased that we will be receiving awards to various industry players that have distinguished themselves over the past year. So all award winners that are here, I want to say congratulations to you. To all who may not receive awards today, let the award winners motivate you and challenge you. So in next year's gathering, we will equally recognize your hard work and award you accordingly. Before I resume my seat, Honorable Minister, distinguished members that are here, I wish to admonish all workers to continue to work together with government, ensure that Ashanti Regional for that matter Ghana remains a hub of productivity, innovation, and inclusive growth. On this note, I wish you all a happy May Day celebration. Long live Ghanaian workers, long live organized labor, long live